Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we got a pretty big upgrade for the Nissan Fuga. We got a custom box built for my Sundown XV3. So let's get into today's video. Alright, so before we get into it, before I show you guys the box and how my trunk setup has changed, because I've moved a few things around, we've secured the box down, we've secured the amp, secured the battery, the AGM battery in the back. So everything looks pretty different, but the sound quality and the lows that this speaker can hit in this custom box is just insane. So the specs of it, I know that it's tuned to 30 hertz. The box itself, the port and the box actually is made for the Nissan Fuga, and she has this firewall behind her back seat, so it's tough for bass to enter the cabin. So the box builder did me a huge favor and pointed the port directly inside the cabin, and it makes a massive difference. But let me give you guys a good look at it, and then I'm going to play a few songs and show you guys how this thing really performs. Alright guys, so there you have it. That is my 12X3. That is the box builder's emblem. It's a bit quite far back. It says Twin Gates Audio Basic Bass. Alright, so we have the battery over here. It's a pretty small AGM battery, and we're going to upgrade this eventually. Probably put a bigger AGM in here, because I don't think I'm going to run lithium in this car. But we finally secured it using some pieces of wood from the box builder himself. We have the box secured with the same method all the way around. We have 8-gauge wire finally coming out of the speaker, going into the amp, and everything, like I said, is very secure. It is a double baffle box. Not sure how many cubic feet of airspace this thing has in it, but I know it's over the spec of 3 feet. The amp itself is very underpowered for the sub. This sub here is a beefy sub, and it wants 2000 watts RMS. At least that's what the specs say. I'm actually going to push this thing to about 2500 RMS, or 2500 watts I should say. So we're going to be getting rid of this amp. This is only 1000 watts, and we put this on an SMD with this exact speaker, and we're actually only getting 370 something watts out of this amp. And you might say that's a small amount of wattage, which is true, but this thing plays so well at that low wattage, it's insane. So I can't wait to get an actual or get the correct amp for it, so we can really see this speaker shine. Giving you guys a look on the inside. There it is. So this box builder did me a huge favor. The port itself points directly into the cabin, so all of the bass enters the cabin. It fires, the speaker fires upward, but all the bass moves forward, which is incredible. Alright guys, I don't know if I ever showed you guys my head unit. It is a Pioneer, the Bluetooth version. It is a DEH-S4100BT. So that's the actual serial number of the Pioneer. Plays pretty good. I don't have much issues of it. It has clean signal straight up until 60. And this thing maxes out. I think it maxes out at about 62. It has a clean signal right up until 60. So that's what I'm going to play the music at. What I'm going to be playing is probably going to get copyrighted, so I'm going to try to just keep the bass in it and go from there.
every whip in my crib, big number 1 plus. Except my yellow short bus, that's my Rolls Royce truck. Lord, I be going nuts, nigga, I be going dumb. I mean, I'm
Alright, so it's needless to say that this thing is bumping. It sounds really good. The bass travels properly. There's a proper, I guess, airwave or frequency moving through that port. This thing sounds really good now that it's in a proper box. Now the only thing we need for it is a much bigger amp. I'm going to be putting the Taramps Smart 3 bass on this setup, and I want to start it off at about 2500 watts, and I might just leave it there. The RMS for these speakers are 2000 watts, but people push these to like 4000 watts and have no issues of its living up there. Sundown really underrates their wattage, which is pretty good. So you won't ever damage the speaker if you're not sending a clip signal to it. So that's my intention. I want to run 2500 watts, no clip signal, and just beat the living shit out of the speaker and have some fun with it. So we're gonna make some videos on this thing. I still have to do the big 3 upgrade. That's for another video. And we also have the amp install coming up, and probably a bigger AGM battery for the back of this thing. And I'm probably going to be swapping out that acid lead battery in the front for another AGM as well. So a lot of more audio content coming for this thing, and probably something in the works that's going to be pretty big along the way for another audio build. But that's all I have for you guys for right now. This Sundown XV3 is absolutely insane in this custom box. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Always remember, don't drift without your dreams. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.